I'm glad you could join us on this week's edition of Aviation This Week on Channels Television. I'm Victoria Ido. Aging manpower and a shortage gap in skilled professionals are some of the biggest issues in today's aviation industry owing to its rapid expansion globally. The lack of the retraining programs has also led to a larger gap within the workforce, which makes it more difficult for young aviation professionals to be fully equipped to take over from those retiring. Our focus this week is on human capacity development in the industry and the importance of training in this highly specialized sector.
Nearly 63 million jobs are supported worldwide in aviation and related tourism. Of this, 9.9 million people work directly in the aviation industry. This is according to Air Transport Action Group. But building a viral workforce requires training and retraining.
When you get to your ascendant, what do you do? Okay, you lower the nose, you enter the you use your power.
Manpower development and management is key to the growth of the Nigerian aviation industry, as it can galvanize the industry to succeed, most especially in the present situation the sector has now found itself.
So the aircraft is already started, you can see it's taking off.
Some aviation training institutions have been set up to help achieve this. The Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, established in the year 1964, has 5 training programs. In the aircraft maintenance department, for example, aircrafts are repaired and optimized for service. The head of the department tells us about the number of aircrafts the college has and kind of duties they carry out.
Basically, we maintain all our aircrafts that we have in the college.
At the Air Traffic Services Department, students are trained on how best to communicate with pilots.
This base, we call them street base. They pick the aircraft, so any aircraft that comes through requesting for takeoff or landing, you put the strip here, write the aircraft particulars, keep communicating and releasing the aircraft here.
The International Aviation College Ilorin, owned by the Kwara State government, commenced in 2012 to train pilots and other aviation professionals in an efficient and technologically driven manner. The college has 4 major courses. It has 7 aircrafts and has trained a total of 110 pilots in different categories since its 5 years of establishment. According to the rector of the college, Nuhu Abdul Karim, the rate of foreign exchange has a huge implication on getting trained as a pilot in the country.
The minimum requirement, the secondary school, which is SSC, 5 credit hours. Okay, English, math, maybe physics and geography and any other subject. I remember Tanzania in the 1980s, it's 12,000, 500, no, Naira. Okay, when he was a student, was 6,000 for the whole training. Now it goes up to 20 million.
And the International Helicopter Flying School, located in Enugu, previously a school dedicated to training personnel for the armed forces, in 2012 became the first helicopter pilot training institution in Nigeria and the West African sub-region.
This allows you to land the aircraft on water.
IHFS actually fuses military flying experience into the robust and versatile civil aviation world. The flying school has some training programs. The rector, Wing Commander Edward Lahar, says the sector is skill-based and capital-intensive.
A trainee requires 3 main things: knowledge, attitude, and skill. The student must learn the rudiments of flying training from the ground. That's ground training. He must meet a minimum level of competence and knowledge and pass the basic test skills on the ground, which are approved by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. And the student must have a positive attitude towards safety and doing the right thing consistently and all the time. Then the skill level. The student's skill level in the aircraft must also be above average. We don't accept average in aviation. This is to ensure that safety standards are ensured.
Now the industry appears to be receiving a lot of attention, as the Minister of State for Aviation says the federal government is working towards creating institutions that will add value to the industry.
The old man we're talking about doing the act, we're talking about establishing universities, we're talking about setting up an MRO, a leasing company, etc., etc. All of these projects and programs, they get towards changing aviation for good.
Across the world, training in aviation industry is very expensive, but becoming a professional in Nigeria can become a lot easier if the right financing policies are put in place so that the country can bridge its manpower deficit.